Bicep curl to overhead with an Arnold press. So you're going to begin with your feet shoulder distance apart, with your weights palms facing forward, rib cage stacked over your pelvis, and maintaining your weight back in your heels. That will help you to organize your rib cage over your pelvis throughout the motion. You're going to inhale here at the bottom, exhale to bicep curl, and then we're going to open the arms out as we overhead press. And then you'll bring them back down, you'll rotate back to center, and then you'll release the arms back down to your sides. So again, we curl, we rotate to overhead press, we pull it down, rotate back to center, and then return. Now the breath again is an exhale as you curl to push up, and then an inhale to slowly bring the arms back down with control. Being thoughtful that as the weights go up overhead, that you don't lose that rib cage to pelvis connection, and that rib cage doesn't jet forward in the process. Standing wise. This exercise is deceivingly challenging, so I want you to select a light weight to make sure that you can maintain good form throughout, instead of shoulder shrugging through the process with a heavier weight. I'm going to demonstrate this exercise to the side so you can see my profile a little bit easier, but basically my arms are creating a Y with respect to my torso, so if you were looking at an aerial view of my body, you would see the letter Y that I make with my arms. So my feet are going to start hip distance apart. You're going to hip hinge back into that strategy, maintaining that rib cage to pelvis connection on that 45-degree angle with my torso. My thumbs are pointing straight forward, and they're going to stay pointing straight forward as I inhale here, exhale to lift my arms up into that Y position, and then slowly lower them back down to where I started. So as I exhale and lift up, be thoughtful that the shoulders don't shrug up, or that you feel that your neck is doing a bunch of the work to actually lift your arm. If that happens, then you want to make sure to lower the weight and then progress up as you're able to when you gain more strength. So again, inhaling here at the bottom, exhale to reach up, keeping that weight back in your heels, and then slowly lower back down in the process. You want to be feeling that work right between your shoulder blades here at that lower angle, and that really helps us to organize our shoulder blades with our overhead motions, especially with extra weight overhead. Lateral to front raises. You're going to start with your feet in that shoulder distance apart position. Also, feel free to take that option of a split stance if that feels more comfortable for you. You're going to keep that head stacked right over your rib cage, over the pelvis, over the heels. You're going to inhale as you press the arms up to shoulder height, being sure that we're not shrugging the shoulders in the process. And then close the arms to front, slowly lower back down. So again, palms face in as you press up, close the thumbs towards center, lower all the way down. So again, with the breath, we inhale, exhale, and lower. Inhale, exhale, lower. If you notice that your body wants to shift a lot back and forth as you do this motion, I would recommend then taking that more split stance until you have a little bit more core connection to give you that stability to be able to do it in that parallel stance position. Reverse grip rows with a batwing hold. So I'm going to stand off to the side so you can see my profile a little bit better for this exercise. So I'm going to start with my palms facing forward. I'm going to hip hinge back down into that position. And I'm going to maintain this position here throughout, maintaining my gaze about 3 feet in front of me. I'm going to exhale and pull both arms all the way up. And then from here, I'm going to inhale as I lower one arm, exhale to pull it back up. Then alternate, inhale as I lower the other arm, exhale to pull it up. So as I'm switching, my stationary arm is still working because it's holding that weight up at the top and making my upper back have to maintain that weight while I control the moving arm. So if you need to take a break in between with that hip hinge strategy, feel free to do one pull on each side and then stand tall in between each rep until you can build more strength to maintain that hip hinge strategy throughout. Single leg RDL with a row. I'm going to turn off to the side. You're going to pick one leg to stand on while the other leg lifts to perform your RDL. While you're holding that position, we're going to perform a row and then come back up tall to standing. So this is a upper body exercise as well as a balancing exercise for the lower half. So I'm going to inhale here, exhale to start to step back and reach that back leg so it's in line with my torso. Reach long through that heel. Now you're gonna exhale as you pull both arms into your row, lower them down, and then slowly come back up tall to standing. You're gonna repeat on that same leg. So you're gonna hip hinge, come down, drive both arms up and then back down, and then return tall to standing.